Welcome to K-Zone. Today, we will share about comparing Hamas and Hezbollah military groups and their motives. Let's start. Hamas and Hezbollah are two prominent militant groups in the Middle East, each with distinct origins, goals, and regional implications. Understanding the differences between these two organizations requires examining their historical backgrounds, ideologies, and objectives. Hamas. Historical background. Hamas, an acronym for Harakat al-Muqawama al-Islamiyya, or the Islamic Resistance Movement, was founded in 1987 during the First Intifada, a Palestinian uprising against Israeli occupation in the Gaza Strip and West Bank. It emerged as a result of a political and social vacuum in the Palestinian territories and was initially a branch of the Muslim Brotherhood. Ideology and motives. Hamas is primarily driven by Palestinian nationalism, and its core objective is the establishment of an independent Palestinian state in the Gaza Strip, West Bank, and East Jerusalem. Unlike some other Palestinian groups, Hamas does not recognize the legitimacy of the State of Israel and rejects negotiations or compromises in its pursuit of Palestinian self-determination. Hamas's ideology is rooted in Islamist principles and seeks to implement Islamic law in the areas it governs. This religious dimension distinguishes it from some other Palestinian factions. The group's leaders argue that they are defending Palestinian territory and rights from Israeli occupation and aggression. They view armed resistance as a legitimate means to achieve their goals, and this stance has led to conflicts with Israel. Methods and tactics. Hamas is known for its use of both political and militant strategies. It operates as a political party in the Palestinian territories and has gained support through social services, education, and grassroots efforts. Simultaneously, it maintains an armed wing, the Izz al-Din al-Qassam brigades, which conducts attacks against Israeli military forces and civilians. These attacks include rocket launches, suicide bombings, and other forms of armed resistance. Regional implications. Hamas's activities have significant regional implications, as its actions often lead to confrontations between the Palestinian territories and Israel. It has received varying degrees of support from countries such as Iran, Qatar, and Turkey. The group's role in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict has complicated efforts to reach a peaceful resolution, as its refusal to recognize Israel and its use of violence have led to tensions and clashes. Hezbollah. Historical background. Hezbollah, whose name means "Party of God" in Arabic, emerged in the early 1980s during the Lebanese Civil War. It was formed in response to the Israeli invasion of Lebanon in 1982 and was heavily influenced by the Iranian Revolution and the ideology of Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. Ideology and motives. Hezbollah is a Shia Islamist organization with close ties to Iran. While it initially formed as a resistance movement against Israeli occupation in South Lebanon, its goals have expanded over time. Hezbollah seeks to promote the interests of Lebanon's Shia Muslim population and has a broader regional agenda. It opposes Israel and Western influence in the Middle East and advocates for the establishment of an Islamic State in Lebanon. One key distinction between Hezbollah and other militant groups is its involvement in Lebanese politics. It operates as both a militant organization and a political party, maintaining a significant presence in the Lebanese government. This dual role sets it apart from many other militant groups. Methods and tactics. Hezbollah has been involved in both armed resistance against Israeli forces and political activities within Lebanon. Its military wing, known as the Islamic Resistance, has engaged in guerrilla warfare, rocket attacks, and other forms of armed resistance against Israeli forces in South Lebanon. Its military capabilities and the experience gained from fighting Israel have made it a powerful player in the region. In addition to its military activities, Hezbollah operates social and educational services within Lebanon. This approach has helped it gain the support of the Shia community in Lebanon and solidified its position as a formidable political force in the country. Regional implications. Hezbollah's activities have far-reaching regional implications, particularly in Lebanon, Syria, and the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Its close relationship with Iran has made it a crucial player in the complex web of regional alliances and conflicts in the Middle East. Hezbollah's involvement in the Syrian civil war, where it supported the Assad regime, further expanded its influence in complicated regional dynamics. Hezbollah's stance against Israel and its military capabilities have made it a constant source of tension and conflict in the Israeli-Lebanese relationship. Its influence within Lebanon's political system has also created internal tensions and complexities, as it often aligns with Iran's interests in the region, which can be at odds with those of other Lebanese groups and Western powers. In conclusion, while both Hamas and Hezbollah are militant organizations in the Middle East, they differ in their historical backgrounds, ideologies, motives, methods, and regional implications. Hamas is primarily focused on the Palestinian-Israeli conflict and advocates for an independent Palestinian state while adhering to Islamist principles. Hezbollah, on the other hand, has a broader regional agenda, seeking to promote the interests of Lebanon's Shia population and opposing Israel and Western influence. It combines armed resistance with political participation and has significant ties to Iran. These distinctions make them unique players in the complex and often volatile Middle Eastern geopolitical landscape. Thanks for watching. Don't forget like, share and subscribe.